Have you ever watched a glass shatter on the floor? It doesn't break into two neat halves. It explodes into 100 sharp pieces. That's what heartbreak feels like. Your world isn't just broken, it's scattered. And picking up those pieces feels impossible. But here's the truth. Healing isn't about gluing the glass back together. It's about creating something new, something stronger, out of the broken pieces. Today, I'll share with you 5 powerful steps to heal after heartbreak, steps that can help you turn pain into strength and loneliness into self-love. Imagine you've been holding your breath underwater. At first, you fight it, you resist it, until finally, you come up gasping for air. That release, that's what feeling your emotions is like. Most people try to numb the pain, scrolling endlessly, keeping busy, or pretending they're fine. But here's the paradox. The more you avoid the pain, the deeper it buries itself. So step 1 is simple, but hard. Allow yourself to feel. Cry if you need to. Write it out. Talk it out. Heartbreak is a storm. You can't stop the rain, but you can stand in it and let it wash over you. Because every tear you release is one drop closer to healing. The raw ache of loss can feel overwhelming, like waves crashing over you. But remember, even the fiercest storms eventually pass. By giving yourself permission to feel, you're not wallowing, you're processing. You're acknowledging the depth of your connection, the reality of your loss. This isn't weakness, it's courage in its purest form. When you allow yourself to truly feel, something remarkable happens. The emotions that once felt suffocating begin to lose their grip. The pain doesn't disappear, but it becomes more manageable. You start to breathe again, to see glimpses of light through the cracks. Picture this, you're trying to walk forward, but invisible strings keep pulling you back to memories, to photos, to what-ifs. Healing means cutting those strings. That doesn't mean erasing someone from your memory. It means creating space for yourself to breathe again. Unfollow them, if you must. Remove the old reminders that stab like little knives. It's not cruelty, it's self-care. Think of it like pruning a tree. You cut away the dead branches, not because you hate the tree, but because you want it to grow again. This step requires courage. It might feel like you're letting go of hope, of possibility, but in reality, you're making room for new growth, new experiences. You're giving yourself the gift of a fresh start. Consider the physical spaces you share. That coffee shop where you had your first date. The park bench where you used to talk for hours. For now, it might be best to find new places, to create new associations. This isn't about erasing your past, it's about writing a new chapter. When a relationship ends, you don't just lose someone, you often lose parts of yourself. Maybe you stopped painting, stopped reading, stopped laughing at your own jokes. Step 3 is about finding yourself again. Ask, who was I before this? What makes me feel alive? Try something new. Take a class. Travel. Start that project you've been putting off. Each small act is a reminder. You are whole, even on your own. It's like rediscovering an old song you used to love. Only now, you hear it with fresh ears. This journey of rediscovery can be both exciting and daunting. You might feel rusty, uncertain, but with each step, you're reclaiming pieces of yourself that got lost along the way. Maybe you'll find new passions you never knew existed. Remember that person who used to stay up late reading mystery novels, or the one who loved impromptu road trips. They're still there, waiting to be awakened. Dust off that guitar in the corner. Sign up for that cooking class you've always wanted to try. Small steps lead to big transformations. Pain grows louder in silence, but healing grows louder in community. Step 4. Surround yourself with people, places, and practices that lift you up. Lean on friends who remind you of your worth. Spend time in nature, where the air itself feels like therapy. And most importantly, replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Think of yourself as a wounded bird. You would yell at it to fly faster. Give it rest, warmth, and patience. Do the same for your heart. This step is about creating a nurturing environment for your healing. It's about choosing connections that feed your soul, not drain it. Maybe that means rekindling old friendships that fell by the wayside, or joining a support group where you can share your story with others who understand. Nature has a unique way of putting our pain into perspective. The steady rhythm of waves, the ancient wisdom of trees, they remind us that life goes on, that renewal is possible. Find your sanctuary, whether it's a quiet forest trail or a bustling city park. And when it comes to self-compassion, Start small. Catch those harsh inner criticisms and gently challenge them. Would you speak to a friend that way? Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a loved one in pain. Here's the final, most powerful step. Transform your pain. Every scar tells a story not of weakness, but of survival. Channel your heartbreak into something meaningful. Write about it. Create art from it. Use your story to help someone else who's hurting. Pain, when shared, becomes lighter. And when transformed, it becomes fuel. Fuel for growth, fuel for wisdom, fuel for a new chapter where you are the hero of your own story. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, like turning coal into a diamond. The pressure, the heat, they're all part of creating something beautiful and unbreakable. Maybe your pain becomes a series of poems that touch others going through similar struggles. Perhaps it inspires you to volunteer at a crisis hotline, offering hope to those in their darkest moments. Or it could be the catalyst for that novel you've always wanted to write, weaving your experiences into a tapestry of fiction that resonates with readers. Whatever form it takes, this transformation is your ultimate act of reclaiming power. You're no longer a victim of circumstance, you're an alchemist, turning lead into gold. Heartbreak is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of a new one. Remember, feel your emotions, cut the strings, reconnect with yourself, surround yourself with healing, and finally, turn pain into purpose. You are not broken, you are rebuilding. And sometimes, the most beautiful mosaics are made from the most shattered glass. As you embark on this journey of healing, know that it's not linear. There will be days when you feel like you're back at square one, when the pain feels as fresh as ever. That's okay. Healing isn't about constant forward motion, it's about overall progress. Celebrate the small victories. The first time you laugh without feeling guilty, the morning you wake up and don't immediately reach for your phone to check for their message, the moment you realize you've gone a whole day without thinking about them. These steps aren't a magic formula, they're a roadmap. Your journey will be uniquely yours, with its own twists and turns. But with each step, you're reclaiming your power, your joy, your future. Remember, you've survived every single one of your worst days so far. You're resilient, even when you don't feel it. This heartbreak doesn't define you, it's just one chapter in the epic story of your life. And as you heal, you might find that this experience has given you gifts you never expected, a deeper empathy for others, a clearer sense of what you truly want in a relationship, a stronger connection to yourself. You're not just healing, you're evolving, becoming a version of yourself that's wiser, stronger, and more authentically you than ever before. If this message spoke to your heart, share it with someone who needs it today. And if you're ready to keep healing, don't forget to subscribe, because you are not alone on this journey. Your story of healing could be the light that guides someone else through their darkest night. Keep shining, keep growing, and remember, the best is yet to come.